Hey guys, so today I have an interesting one. I don't normally do this, actually I don't do this at all. So it's a body kit installation for a Ford Ranger, the T6. It's a friend's vehicle. He's not going to be, as far as I know, it's just a show car that is going to be parked at his place of work, or just to put there for show. But anyway, I thought it'd be interesting because I see so many of these kits out there. And keep in mind that this is purely my opinion. I don't mean harm in any way. I'm just doing it as a purpose, or because I own a Ranger as well. And so this kit came in 10 boxes, and I want to see how does it fit onto the body. And the reason why I don't do this kind of mods is because it doesn't help in any way in whether it's reliability or performance or whatnot. So I don't do this, but it's helping a friend out, and I just thought I'd take you guys along for the journey and see how it goes. So this is a vehicle. This is actually a T6 PX1. So I know the thing is, it gets confusing because a lot of people in Malaysia, even I get confused at times, so they call it like T6, T7, T8, T9, and now there's like up to T10. Okay, but as far as I'm concerned, it's just T6, and then there's PX1. PX2 had the major facelift. So this has a face of a PX2 with the lights and all that. However, this is still, it was actually, he did the mod, I'm not sure where he fixed it, but it's purely a T6 PX1 from 2013. So they came out in 2012. I have one of those, the late model 2012. And then this vehicle is 2013. Okay, let me get the up. Okay, as you can see, it's running the 2.2 engine, which I also felt wasn't the best engine. I still think the 3.2s are the best. So hold on a second. Okay. So now, this is, so from what I've heard from him, this is a kit as well. So these fenders are not factory Ford. They're actually a kit to make it look like the PX2. So it's everything except the hood. So the hood is an original T6 PX2 model. And right now what he's trying to put on is a 2022 Ford Ranger Raptor kit. So I'm just here to just see whether it's actually something that should be done to a vehicle, whether it's safe, in my opinion, and then we'll take it from there. Yeah, Leong's going to start with the dismantling. Okay. So Leong has been at it for about 40 minutes. He's got the fender off. So, some of the pieces. He's got some of the front face out, and as you can see, they actually cut to clear the T6 PX2 lights. So like I said, this is a T6 PX1. So these are some of the things that they did. Yeah, this side as well. It's not equal. And then so it's just a couple of bolts holding it in. Nothing was in really tight. Another thing we hate to see is, I mean, the car is CANBUS sensitive, so there are a lot of additional wires. Surprised he has not really thrown a check light, or maybe it has, I don't know. So that's another reason why you don't want to muck around too much with these vehicles. You know, they have a lot of, it's just mainly CANBUS. You gotta take care of the CANBUS, then you'll be right. So the PX1 never came with side signals like this, so that's why they tapped it all from these lights. So this all be removed. I don't know if the new kit has it, but if it does, we'll do it with proper connectors. We don't do tape and mush. I'm gonna start putting on the fenders and front face first before changing out the bonnet. So what is still factory is, looking at it, is this bracket is still from Moco. Yeah. So change of plans. We'll be putting the hood on first, because looking at this looks like the bottom piece that goes near the crash bar. So for now, what we'll be doing is hood goes on first, And there's just so you know, there's no instructions with this, so you just sort of winging it. I don't really have a picture of how it's supposed to be, like where things are supposed to go, but that's what you get when you get kids like this, you know. I really hope they don't at least mess with the hinge. So far it looks like maybe a direct fit to where the original place is, because it's really a safety thing. Luar dekat bumper dulu, tak ada hal mah, basah-basah lah. So far looking at it, the hood bolts in, and then the lock latches on the original. So it's not going very well, because there's no manual. But what is weird is, so we put a fender on to test fit. There's a large gap over here, and I'm thinking, what I've thought is, I've seen some L brackets, like little tiny L brackets made from maybe 2mm plate bend, and I think that is what use to hold the fender on. Now I'm not too sure yet, so Leong is bolting up the fenders to whatever stock factory location that lines up, while looking at a big gap over there which matches the hood. So the hood has gone higher now, and I mean, I don't know, it's so far, luckily it goes back to the factory location. It's just that this is really long right now, and then yeah, so we have at least about 4 inches of gap from where the factory place used to bolt on. Yeah. Sorry guys, I was right. So it is a L bracket that mounts and hold the fenders, which is, I mean, in anyone's book that is not safe. Yeah.
Body solid. Berapa inci oh? Ada 4 inci. Ha?
3 lah, 3 4.
4 inci oh. Wah, cantik kan. Order kita ini macam ah.
Ya.
Ha?
Tapi tak ada kuat gitu macam yang buat.
Oh, cantik mah mau apa.
So like I said, a couple of things I point out. Yeah, so this is lifted, but you know, it's a good 3 inches away, and all you do is just one bang and everything crumples. So yeah, and the crush bar has to be removed, and they put on some janky looking stuff. Look, it's not thick, you know. It's just the whole pieces, everything's made like that. Alright guys, so I'm not gonna continue filming. It's been very disappointing. So now seeing how the kit goes together, it's really not safe. I mean, there's a couple of points I think I pointed out throughout the video. What's worse is the crush bar is actually removed, and they have their own thing, but it's barely bolted on. Like it's held on by M8 screws or something like that, and nothing fits up well. Nothing fits correctly. Even the hood latch, we measured, it doesn't fit back the factory latch. So like, it's just overall overall it's something that you do not want to fit. That's all I can say. I think safety wise, it's also not the safest thing. So yeah, if you do want to have it, put something on that is newer. Maybe what you can do is the T6 PX1, go to PX2 with factory fenders and stuff like that. I think that's a safe route, but anything more than that, going on to a 2022 car, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, so I mean, behind there is like plastic bits meant to go on, you know, to make it wide body and whatnot. But honestly, I think it's For me, it's a waste of time. I personally would not do that to my car, even though I have the oldest model of in the T6 range. But yeah, so I hope it's something that you guys can learn from. And look, if there's any questions you want to ask, I don't even know how much the kit is. Okay, so I'm not interested to know. I'm just going to build my friend based on the hours we spend working on it. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys on the next one.